Now we're moving on to geometry. Unit 11, Lesson 1. This is going to be an overview for Unit 11 and also an introduction to Unit 1, discovering area formulas of quadrilaterals by using composite figures. Since this is a new unit, we'll look at the big picture, the UBD, the simplified scale, and the scope and sequence. Let's get started. Now looking at the big picture, I'm going to scroll down, and if you notice, this is still part of the third 9 weeks. The students have finished up data and statistics and equations and expressions, which really truly help lay that foundation for geometry, because we're looking at discovering formulas and equations and relating it now to polygons and composite figures. So this is a 2-day lesson. If you notice, it's right here near the end of the 9 weeks, and then we'll move on to the fourth 9 weeks for the rest of the unit. Now the UBD has the goals. It will cover, this particular unit is perimeter and area of 2-dimensional figures. So this is your 2-dimensional figures of geometry. Unit 12 will be your 3-dimensional figures. The time frame is 21 days. Then it has what the students will be understanding, the essential questions, knowledge, and skills. So if you'd like to pause the video and read through that. Looking at the cover page, now this is the learning targets that they're going to be. It's only one. However, this is an excellent lesson to really show students where the area formulas actually come from and discovering it. We want them to discover it because then it will have more meaning as they go through the unit. Now here's the scope and sequence. I'm going to go over down to where it says right here, students should know the formulas, but knowing the formulas does not mean memorization of the formulas. To know means to have an understanding of why the formulas work and how the formulas relate to the measure, area or volume, and the figure. It's very important for students to continue to physically manipulate materials and make connections to the symbolic and more abstract aspects of geometry. That's what they're going to be doing with this particular lesson, and you're going to be able to do it as we work through this lesson. You will need 5 index cards, a 3x5. If you don't have index cards at home, if you'd like to measure out 5 3x5s on a piece of paper and cut them out, that will be just as good as an index card. So let's go ahead and get started with the presentation strategies. You're going to model as the students cut out, you'll be modeling, which you'll be doing that in just a few minutes.